So.
Yeah. No, I mean, some of it is thought out, and some of it is just.
It just happened.
Just happened. I mean, like a good example is like we're one of those bands, and there are other bands like this, not just us, where had a very big online presence, and we were using the internet before the became what it is. Like we would put viral videos up before there was YouTube. We would use the emailing lists and boards. Everybody had all of the boards before there was social networking and Facebook.
Yeah.
And then it just became the norm to go in that that became the platform was Twitter, and now the platform became Facebook, and now nobody really has a board anymore. Very rare. Maybe Reddit's still around, but like that's a different thing.
That's not even really a board.
Yeah, it's not really a board, but so it's interesting that we just were doing certain things that kind of turned into certain things. So we were just like, all right, we'll just go with the flow, and it's the same thing with the Kickstarter stuff and everything else. I mean, now Kickstarter. By the time we really got our ball rolling, Kickstarter was a present.
Yeah.
And, like we had heard about it and really got a good grip on it maybe 4 months before. With the Amanda Palmer one, which was the one that kind of blew it out of the water, where everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And so that was really where I think everybody had heard about it. And now it's the present. I think bands are jumping on board, like, "Oh yeah, we can do it," and you can. I mean, it's an interesting thing. And is it going to be the platform 3-4 years now? Who knows? Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't.
And do you think you're doing anything else before everyone else this time around as well, or?
Well, I think actually the funny thing is we decided not to really reinvent the wheel. We decided to be more pure us, with the songwriting and the way we did it. We were kind of like, hey, and that's even what why the name of the record is. How I learned to stop giving a shit and love my something else. Like
that was a really interesting thing.
Well, we're in a great band. I mean, like we all everybody in the band, we all get along. We all love each other. We all really think everything, which is we find out is very rare when we talk to other people in other bands, whether they're in small bands or huge bands or everything. There's always some kind of conflict. I'm like, oh, this guy, and like, oh, I hate writing with him and blah blah blah. And we just love being around each other. Like, well, that's good. We've been around for a while enough where people are like ripping us off and what I mean, and being influenced by us, or like, I've been listening since I was 7, and I'm like, okay, that's a good thing, And so that's really where that title came from. It's like, this is a fun project, and we love being in this fucking band. We don't give a shit if you like us, mention us, do all this stuff. I mean, we'll call you out on it, but like it's still like it's a great place to be in.